Hello, beautiful. We're going to do a little tarot. And tomorrow is the eclipse. I don't know about you, but I can feel the pressure building. It's a super new moon, total solar eclipse. And again, I'm not an astrologer, but I know that the energy is going to be really high, really intense, and transformative, okay? So make sure to set your intentions for the new moon. Eclipses are basically portals in their own right, opportunities for us to level up. A lot of you guys might be experiencing some pretty shocking changes in your life in the next couple days, weeks, months. Spirit, let's see what we have for the collective, okay? We have the Ace of Wands. These are all in reverse. I'm going to flip them. Actually, the Ten of Pentacles was upright. Okay, so a lot of you guys have had a lot of disappointments. You actually might be healing right now from these disappointments, this grief, this trauma, or you're being asked to do that because otherwise there's like a hemorrhage I'm hearing of energy that's just kind of flowing out of the wound of this issue. You know, if it's heartbreak, if it's just you're sitting on a mountain of childhood trauma, or maybe it wasn't childhood trauma, it was something that happened in your adulthood, but you never dealt with it. Spirit's asking you to seal up that hemorrhage, okay, this metaphorical energetic hemorrhage, because as long as you're facing this direction, facing the things that haven't gone well, as long as you're focusing all your energy and attention there instead of on the things that are still going well, you're gonna hemorrhage all this energy. It's not serving you or your purpose, okay? Because you have the Nine of Pentacles, wow, and the Ten of Pentacles. Okay, I didn't even realize what these were. You have, this is a lot of abundance, okay? This represents independence. This could also represent just like being single and happy, but it represents mostly for me financial wealth, having so much financial abundance that you have enough to give others, okay? But you go from the 9 to the 10, which is generational wealth. This represents billionaire, millionaire wealth, and just stability, you know, having a lot of things that maybe you've never had. And an Ace of Wands is a new beginning, a passionate new beginning. It could also mean something creative. I'm hearing job opportunity. I just heard opportunity of a lifetime. Okay? I don't just make that stuff up. I just heard that. So there might be some kind of opportunity coming in. Being told to shuffle these again. That is going to change your life, change your energy, change your thought process, what you think you're capable of. Yep, the King of Cups and the Two of Swords just popped out, okay? I barely even got to shuffling. But the King of Cups is another beautiful card. It represents just being very intuitive, being very peaceful, I'm hearing, very emotionally sound. Basically, these waves, I don't know if you can see, these are emotions, basically. So like during a really tumultuous time, does he struggle? Yeah, like most people, we have emotions and they might, you know, they might mess us up for a little bit of time. 333 on my timer. Thank you, Spirit. But for him, it's like he knows how to ride the wave, basically. This is something that's taken me a couple years to master, but I really feel like I can get through anything now. I know how to ride the waves, okay? Does it mean that it's fun? More fun than it is for other people? No. I probably have just as, you know, it's probably just as unfun for me as it is for anyone else, but I know how to do it. And I do it well. And that's what the King of Cups represents, and gender doesn't matter here. You just you're learning how to ride the waves. You're learning how to trust yourself, I'm hearing. And part of that is your perspective. Where are you putting your energy? Where are you putting your time and focus? A lot of you guys, I just heard, get your validation from others. Okay, this isn't for everyone, or you used to. But for those that still do, you know, you might be focusing your energy on trying to save people in an unhealthy way, where you're pouring all of your divine essence and energy into them and they're not giving you anything in return, but you're just so focused on the project of healing people, which I used to do this, okay? I wasn't conscious of what I was doing. I remember spending like 4 hours on the phone until the wee hours of the morning with somebody who was struggling. They weren't even really that close of a friend. And I completely ruined myself. The next day I felt absolutely hellish. It took me on a 2-week spiral of emotional unraveling. And this was like 4 years ago before I knew what I was doing. But I look back to that as a reminder because there was a little voice in my head that said, you should probably go to sleep now. And I overrode it for someone else. I overrode it to help them. You know what I mean? To save them. That's not healthy, okay? It's not healthy. It might be nice for those people, but it's not good for you, and that's not sustainable. But the Two of Swords, also the new moon here, yeah, some of you guys are going to be faced with a decision around this new moon tomorrow, around this period of time in general. Yeah, I'm getting goosebumps, okay? There's some sort of decision that you're being faced with, whether it's to leave a job, leave a partner, leave some old piece of you behind, say no when people ask you for things that you, 555, thank you, Spirit. Say no to things that you might have used to say yes to out of obligation or guilt, out of, again, a need or want to, you know, save others or to have to feel validated in your existence. You can validate yourself without pouring all of your divine essence and energy out in wrong directions, okay? Like this is something I do because I'm called to do it, and it's still helping people, and I don't have to go out and help all these individuals that really aren't good for my energy. They're not giving me anything in return. You know what I mean? There's a difference. And also, a lot of the people that I was helping didn't even want to be helped. My family members, for example, old friends, people that were just kind of constantly victimizing themselves. And then it's like you just pour everything into this story of and they didn't even want to come out of that victim mode. You know what I mean? Now I'm helping people that actually want to be helped. There's a difference. All right. I know this is a very specific message for my healers, my leaders, my anyone who relates to what I just said. But yeah, you got the Queen of okay, actually I'm being told to take these two as well. You got the King of Cups again, first of all. So you are the King of Cups. You have a lot of intuition. You have a lot of insight, I'm hearing. There's a very calm energy within you that you just need to find, okay? Sometimes it takes a while to peel back the layers of our ego and our other people's projections of who we are and our old projections of who we were. The Magician was in reverse. I just think a lot of you don't understand that you are the one in the driver's seat. You have so much more power than you realize, especially anyone in my collective that resonates with my messages specifically. You've probably been treated like shit your whole life, and you didn't really think much of yourself because of it. You've never really been taken seriously by anyone around you, and so you never took yourself seriously. Well, I take you seriously, and I'm telling you that when you take yourself seriously, the whole world is going to do the same, okay? The whole world is going to treat you differently when you start treating yourself differently, when you start pouring in to yourself, you know, when you start making those decisions to face and focus on the things that are actually serving you and not everyone else, okay? Because you have a love offer coming in, you have something new, some new opportunity. It doesn't have to be love, it could be just something that's going to change your life, okay? Like I said, you might be at a crossroads right now. There's a new opportunity coming in that's going to take you out of your Five of Pentacles, okay? Of feeling left out in the cold, of feeling alone, like you have nothing, no one. You're the Queen of Swords, okay? You have the ability to cut out what doesn't serve you, to have a higher vantage point, to see from an eagle's perspective, as well as a mouse. You've been given the gift of perspective. And some of you might not be using it yet because you don't trust it, you don't trust yourself, you don't know your value. I'm encouraging you to spend some time getting to know your value, getting to know who you are separate from all these people who are taking from you if you're surrounded by a lot of takers like I was. And, you know, come out of healing mode, Four of Swords. So if you haven't healed yet, go into healing mode. And if you've been healing for years and years like me, it's time to come out and start sharing your gifts, okay? It's time to come out and start, you know, working toward achieving your dreams. This is the wish fulfillment card, okay? You can have everything you want. You just have to believe that. And you have to be willing to work toward it. You have to be disciplined as well. And a lot of us lack discipline. And I know, I used to be just like that. Turns out I always had it in me. I just never knew because I'd never lived in a structured environment. My life has not been structured at all. Now it's extremely structured. People from my past are very alarmed at how the ones that had access to any of the inside information, nobody does anymore. But the ones that did back in the day were very shocked to hear how much I've changed because I did not used to be like this, okay? All right, oh, there was another card. I knew there was another card. It's already out. It's the Ace of, the Tower and the Ace of Swords in reverse. So the Tower's falling in your life, let it crumble. It's gonna create a whole new moment, a crack open moment, but you have to let the Tower fall in order to get to this enlightenment, okay? This is you having a big breakthrough, realizing something about yourself that you didn't know, that the world didn't know, okay? And it's very powerful, so keep going. I love you. If you need a private reading, my website is sacredmuseproject.com. All right, I'll see you next time.